Right, everybody. So we are now at the New York session. So you can notice something quick. The NASDAQ has started buying all the way. So NASDAQ is NASDAQ already took the previous day high. Didn't respect this supply level. All right, guys. So I'm trying to send notifications to people on the Telegram that we are live. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So now that is out of the way, let's take a look on the charts now. What do we have? So right now I'm expecting that there should be a rejection from this level that NASDAQ is currently now. So maybe there can be a selling potential, because if we don't get a selling momentum, then there's no need, you know. Alrighty. All right. So I'm kind of thinking that how come the NASDAQ made so much move from this level, right? And that's already about 300 points, in one direction, since it has just been since 1 o'clock today. That's just been going in one direction, about 200 points in one, couple of hours alone. So what's likely happening is that I'm expecting a rejection around this level. There's no way that NASDAQ will just keep, buying and buying and buying from this level without at least showing a sign of, seller presence. We were heavily selling somehow, and then now, is it going to just keep buying all the way to the top? So although I'm not going to take a early sell now, I can actually take this trade, because already there is a liquidity taking already, right? It's just that, what if, just a big what if the market has changed to bullish instead of still, potentially looking for sell. So there's a bullish formation already based on what is currently happening, and that means that we may need to reposition ourselves into looking for NASDAQ buy instead of looking for NASDAQ sells, right? So right now, this is a good area of interest for selling. So I just need to see a selling momentum from there happening. And I have a favorite selling momentum that I really like, especially if it's a candlestick pattern on 15 minutes. The 15 minutes shows me an inverted pin bar, bro. I'm gonna jump on the trade like like sell. But right now, I'm gonna be very patient and see. It has to just happen first. We need to see it, and 1 minute as well is not doing that. So I would think that NASDAQ is still for now going to keep going up all the way. Okay. So let's see. NASDAQ will keep going up. Alrighty. So for now, nothing we can do than just wait, because you cannot buy. If you buy where price is right now, there's no way you put your stop loss. You won't be able to put your stop loss properly. So we need to see what the first 15 minutes candle is going to do, how it is going to close. So if it closes strongly, then we'll know that, okay, the buy might still continue. But definitely from where we are right now, we're going to see some rejection very soon, right? And it can even be possible that NASDAQ wants to go and take the liquidity above the high of the zone. If it takes liquidity above the high of the zone, then they can start rejecting from there. That is also very possible. And whatever they want to do, I want to make sure that I'm patient, that I'm not like rushing myself to enter a trade. So I will try my best to take the best trade today. fact, I need it right now because I cannot afford to take a stop loss, obviously. So if I have to keep waiting, then I'm gonna keep waiting. I didn't anticipate the buy from this level, but obviously it is a good level, and there really isn't anything that could help me to take this trade, honestly. Or I could have actually taken the trade, though. I could have. Well, it happened at London session. All right, so I think I can start even looking to take trades now on NASDAQ if the setup is good. I can start looking to take trades at maybe London, New York session. London going to New York session like that 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock period. This was such a clean move, and it happens around yeah, the stop loss here is would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. All right, guys. So the next best thing right now is for us to wait for the selling opportunity from where we are now. At least price has to buy, sell into a demand, and we'll buy again. So for that to happen, we'll just potentially now, I think maybe it's already happening at the 1 minute time frame. So I want to be on the 1 minute time frame to make sure I catch the sell. I believe there's going to be a sell from where we are. It's just that I don't know exactly when it's going to start, right? So, and sometimes I rely on seeing a candlestick pattern, a formation. Like when I see that formation either on 1 minute, on 5 minutes, on 15 minutes, it gives me the confidence to just, okay, you know what, let's join in. This is going to be the move. Anytime price is in an area of interest, I like to see, those specific type of pattern or candle or reaction, and then I can take the trade. To give me more confidence that something nice is going to happen over here. Alrighty, so let's watch and see. Let's watch and see. So we're going to be potentially just looking, just taking a look at what the market's going to do, and we will do it. By the way, do you have any expectation today? What are you expecting price to do? Are you expecting NASDAQ to, to buy? Because I am expecting NASDAQ to sell if it gets into the level, and it actually did it. But the funny thing right now is that it took the previous day high liquidity, but it's staying above it, and that's very weird. So that means that we need to potentially, we need to kind of like wait and see what NASDAQ is trying to do cogently, so we can go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alrighty. So NASDAQ is still doing its thing. I think we'll just be patient. Let's be patient, guys. We're gonna get some entry very soon. At least there's 3 minutes now for the first 15 minutes candle to be over. After that, we should potentially see what NASDAQ wants to start doing. Yeah, we need to see what's, it needs to show us. Yeah, I prefer, because I'm in drawdown already anyway, so I would prefer to see some kind of confirmation before I go in for a trade. I cannot just go in blindly right now and sell from here. If I sell from here, the stop loss will be good, but I may be cooked. What if the order flow is now bullish? If the order flow of the market is now bullish, then I'm cooked already. I am cooked. But I don't believe that NASDAQ will just keep going up one direction like that. It used to do that when it's selling, like you can go 500 points selling without retracements. But for buy, that rarely happens. Buys sometimes, will push, pull back a lot, then push. But today, actually, we're really seeing good push from NASDAQ. Like, I'm imagining if NASDAQ buy is doing like this. Like, the first 15 minutes candle is already doing almost 100 points. That's good. That is good. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, it's done it by 100 points in the buyer's direction. And that is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Oh, let's see. Okay, so first 15 minutes candle has closed. So what do I think? Let's just wait to see the first reaction. On any first reaction of seller that I can see in this level, I'm gonna jump on a sell, because there's, but right now they're still buying and buying and buying. So at one point they will start selling. So at one point they will start selling. So for now we're still buying. So that's fine. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Wow. It's almost, they almost take the zone is going to be taken. So this is my new area of interest now. So based on what's happening right now, NASDAQ is going to take that level. Or in fact, they're almost there already. They're going to take the high. Okay. And if they take the high, then I think there should be pullback should start after they take the high. Like, and this is even a very good time to sell if I want to sell. Like, if I want to sell, I can start selling from here now. I like the formation. But let me see on 1 hour. What if there is another zone above this level? Just what if there's another zone above this level? So I'm gonna go 1 hour. Yeah. Wow. So it's likely that NASDAQ is going to test. Wow, I think NASDAQ is targeting the all-time high. Not all-time high, like the swing high. And for that is amazing. Let's see. That's another 200 points. Okay. Based on all this strong candle formation that we are seeing right now, it's possible that NASDAQ just wants to go for the high. So if NASDAQ is gonna go for that high, then I guess that we need to be careful. I guess we need to be careful. We just have to be careful. We just have to be careful. Hey. Aye. Bounce down. Alright, so I'm waiting for rejection. If I can see rejection, then I'm going to start taking the trade. I'm going to start taking the trade if I can see rejection happening from here. I'm going to switch I'm going to switch to my regular screen type. Alright, guys. Okay. I'm going to switch to a different style. Okay, so I just switched my format. This is the format I used to use before. Sometimes I may want to leave the chart and quickly go do something. So this particular format allows me to be able to come back, and go. So let's all right, so I'm still around. I'm just trying to monitor what's happening on the chart. I'm just gonna give it about a few moments, but I'm gonna come back. So I'm gonna leave the stream running, and we would see shortly. All right, guys. So I'm still here, but since we're still waiting for the signal, So instead of us just rushing, to say signal, I'm going to chill, and hopefully I see a proper signal, and then we're gonna go and take the trade. And hopefully that happens in the next 15 minutes before we end the stream, so that we can take a trade together. If not, I'll have to send the signal on the Telegram channel. All right. Alrighty, let's be patient and we'll see. So I'm back here now. Basically now we have about 4 more minutes on this live stream. We haven't gotten any signal yet, so that means that by the time I'm getting a signal, I'm going to be sharing it on the Telegram. So you may have to join on the Telegram if you're not on the Telegram. So what I'm seeing still right now is that the level is still holding, and hopefully that price is going to respect it as a supply level, which means that if it does respect it as a supply level, we will be able to take a trade from there. As of right now, I have not seen any confirmation that I like to see that makes me to take a trade from the level. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be patient, and until I can see some kind of visual confirmation that we're going to be selling from that level, then I'm just going to chill, and although if you do take a trade from here right now, your stop loss is in a very perfect place. It's above the zone by many pips, and even if they want to take liquidity, you still have enough room to put your stop loss. So let's say you put it here, So I'm just gonna chill. It's just 3 more minutes, and then let's see. Although I'm already seeing rejection, but the candlestick formation itself is not the way I normally like to see it in. So that's actually why. Okay. It's another kind of confirmation that's already coming. If the 1 minute structure is already shifting, so that might actually be a very hard confirmation to take the sell from there. On the other hand, let me actually see what S&P 500 is doing. S&P 500 on the other hand is also the same, doing the same thing. Okay, it's doing the same thing. Even S&P 500 already took the zone, so technically they might, technically. All right, guys, technically, I would have loved to see this close bearish instead of closing, bullish rejection. It's not bad, bro. I think with this type of formation, that means potentially there might be another pullback to the upside before the actual rejection itself. So what we're going to do right now is that as soon as this candle closes in 42 seconds, we'll wait again for maybe like 10 minutes. We check the chart, see which opportunity we can identify, and then we can execute. Hopefully I'm in front of the chart by the time the opportunity is setting up, and then we can take the trade, like hopefully. And I might even, let's see, if I do decide to take the trade, what's the worst case scenario that can happen? What is the worst case scenario that can happen? Okay. Okay. We could have that, and then we have a red candle. So another way I can actually join this sell is that if we close this way, which we just did, I'm gonna sell NASDAQ. I'm going to sell NASDAQ actually. Alright guys, so I'm selling NASDAQ. I'm selling one lot. So I'll tell you why I'm selling. I'm selling because I can see that the candle close in a rejection style. Yeah. So even though the direction might be bullish, well, I'm trading from a zone, and I can see a familiar rejection candle, right? A 15 minutes candle that closed that way from a zone. So even if they want to keep buying, they can keep buying, but I'm gonna sell. 25010 is a stop loss. 25. See? So I'm risking about yeah. Oh no, I need to risk only about $100. So 106. It's not bad, but let me see it on the 15 minutes. How much that is. So okay, let me maximize the full screen. So I'm already selling, guys. I am selling. So the stop level itself, this is 100, so this is 100 points. So if NASDAQ should go above this level, then I'm totally wrong. So I'm going to put my stop there, meaning 136. So I put my stop right there. If NASDAQ should go above that, then I'm cooked. However, the take profit level, I'm just going to leave the TP running, because it's possible that NASDAQ wants to go higher than this. Although if I start to see like, you know, a 1-to-1 risk to reward, then I'm gonna go break even. All right, guys. So I took a sell. I'm going to leave it running for now, and we'll see each other very soon. All right. So with that said, let's go have some fun for now, and see you very, very soon, guys. So I'm gonna be sending the updates on the Telegram so that everybody else can see what we're doing. All right.